All right, what's up guys? Today we're gonna be doing a day in the washed up program. So it's a new program that we're writing. And the reason that we kind of wrote this program, or I wrote this program, is because it's how I've been training lately. And it's making it so I'm not getting overuse injuries. I'm able to stay strong and kind of progress to where I used to be without beating myself up every week. So I'm gonna give you just the breakdown of the week and kind of how the days are structured. So the breakdown of the week, we're gonna go Monday is gonna be an upper body, total upper with a chest emphasis. Tuesday is gonna be a lower body, still gonna be a total lower body day, but with a squat emphasis. That's gonna be our main lift for the day. Wednesday is gonna be kind of the day that breaks it up in the middle of the week. We're gonna be working core, arms, and then we're gonna be doing a bunch of prehab work. So like spending 20 minutes just on prehab movements that day. Thursday, upper body, but this day is gonna be a shoulder emphasis. So we're still gonna work chest, but our core lift of the day is gonna be some type of overhead press, all right? Friday is gonna be a lower body pull emphasis day, so meaning we're probably gonna be focusing on a deadlift, but we'll also do some clean pulls, things like that on this day. Saturday, again, core, arms, prehab work, and then Sundays it's gonna be a rest day, active rest, all right? So that's kind of how the week is broken up. As far as how the days are broken up, every day, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, is gonna be starting with some type of speed type of movement, meaning on Monday, we might do a speed bench and then move into the bench press, do a rep max with an RPE, then we'll move into hypertrophy work and then muscular endurance at the end. And that's how every day is structured. Today's our lower body day. We're gonna be doing pull emphasis. So we're gonna start off with some clean pulls here today, and we're gonna pair that with a plyometric. Then we're gonna move right, since it's easy transition to go from clean pulls right into speed deadlifts. We're gonna do a few speed deadlifts into another plyometric movement. And then we're just gonna move into an RPE of about 7 for a 5 rep max, not a max, 5 rep to an RPE of 7 on a deadlift today, all right? So that's gonna be our main pulling for the day. And then we'll finish the day today with a bunch of single leg work. So it's gonna be in more of a hypertrophy based rep range for our second superset of the day. And then we'll finish today with just some muscular endurance stuff, probably like a giant set for our legs, just to get us a little bit of conditioning and just to kind of feel like you gas yourself out at the end of the workout. So that's kind of the breakdown of the week, and that's what we got today, so let's get into it. All right, so we just finished warming up. So typically on these leg days, we're gonna do a quick active warm up, meaning we're moving up and down the turf, doing some different stuff, like prepping ourselves if we were going to run or something like that. I just like to open it up a little bit since I don't typically open it up that much anymore. So do a little bit of that. And then we did more of a lift specific warm up. It was pretty intense. We did a lot of movements. Basically, we're just trying to prep our body for the lift. And then we do a little bit of plyometric work just to prime our nervous system for the lift. So now we're gonna get into the lift. So the first thing we got today, we're gonna be doing just some clean high pulls. So we'll do clean high pulls. I'm gonna just keep working up, sets of 3 until I'm not moving it very clean. And then I'll move on to the speed deadlifts, all right? So it's gonna be an easy progression. We'll go clean high pulls, build weight, speed deadlifts, build weight, and then we'll work up to a 5 rep at an RPE of 7 today on just a conventional deadlift. And we'll just stay on the same bar the entire time, keep adding weight. In between on the first 2, we're gonna be doing some plyometrics in between, so we'll show you those when we get there. All right, so we just finished up with the clean high pulls. So we supersetted that. We just did 3 sets of 3. We did 3 jumps with the TRX in between. Now we're gonna move into just sets of speed deadlifts. So we're just gonna do 3 by 3 again, just really quick, just work it up. So we'll go speed deadlifts for 3, then we're gonna do 3 rapid broad jumps, then rest for like a minute to 90 seconds. And again, we're gonna roll that 3 times before we start on our actual like heavier deadlifts for today. All right, so just finished up those speed deadlifts. Now we're just gonna roll straight into conventional deadlift, just normal reps, obviously. So we're gonna work up to a set of 5 at an RPE of 7, so meaning we got like 3 more in the tank. So it's gonna be should be decently heavy today. This one, I'm not gonna superset it with anything. I'm just gonna rest a couple minutes and knock these out really quick. So it's not a ton of volume, but when you add it all together, it's a decent amount of volume, going from the clean pulls to the speed deadlifts and into the deadlift. So we get a good amount of pulling volume today before we move on to our single leg work. All right, so we wrap that up. The next thing we got today, we're gonna do the superset 2 single leg movements. So we're gonna do just a single leg squat off the box. So I'm just gonna hold the weight out in front of me just to counterbalance it. Just let that knee travel. I honestly have horrible ankle mobility. I've been working on it, but both my feet have screws in them and it's no excuse, you know, I need to have better ankle mobility. Anyway, so you wanna let your knee travel over your toe as much as you can. Keep your chest up, come down to the bottom. We're gonna try to control it for a 3 count down and then come right back up, all right? So we're gonna try to go 3 count lower, control the eccentric on these 2 movements right here. So we're gonna go 3 count lower, 5 on each leg, and we're just gonna go 5 on each leg here. Same thing though, 3 count lower. We're gonna do a front rack, just Bulgarian split squat. So we're gonna take the kettlebells here, back foot up, and then 1, 2, 3, come back up, just like that. So we'll go back to back, probably rest for about 30 seconds in between movements. Back to back, and then we'll rest 90 seconds to 2 minutes. We're gonna roll through that 3 times. All right, something that we just went over. So Grant's lifting with me, he's never done these before. So he needs a regression for this, right? So I wanted to show you guys what it is. So you can just start with just doing a step up. And honestly, on these, you can kind of just balance it. If you have to, you can drag your foot against the box just a little bit to help yourself out. Touch the ground, just try to push off without lifting that toe. So it's right there. And then as you get better at it, you can start. It's a little bit easier to hold weight because it's gonna counterbalance a little bit. But you can start just lifting your foot up. Eventually, once you get good at them, you should be able to just do them weighted on the ground, but I still, just because I have poor ankle mobility, I have better form if I give myself just a little bit of lean there. So at the bottom for me, I was like in this position, and that's why I like to do it on the box as opposed to the ground. But yeah, anyway, that's the regression. And then if you can't do that, the next step would be to just practice the movement on the ground, put something under your butt right here, sit down to the box, and then just step up like that until you get used to it. All right, last thing we got today. So we're gonna do 4 different movements and we're gonna go super high volume, get our heart rate up and just blow it up a little bit. So the first one we got, we're gonna be doing just a COSSACK squat. So on this one, we're just gonna hold the kettlebell at our chest right here, get in a nice wide stance. You're gonna dip down, making sure that this knee is tracking. Try not to come up on your toe like I was, but so knee is tracking right over the toe. Good weight, like good mid-foot placement of your weight in your foot right here. So you're gonna come down, sit up, and we'll come down to the other side, sit up. So we're gonna go 10 on each leg right there. Then we're gonna do just a kettlebell RDL. We're gonna go 20 reps here. So you're just gonna crack the knees, keep that back straight, push your hips back, kettlebells to the ground, and then come back up. So the goal here, if you can't get all the way to the ground, that's fine. So if you're here and your back starts rounding, just come back up. Some people won't be flexible enough. But goal is to crack them, push back, stretch the hammies, come all the way back up, all right? So we're gonna go 20 there. Then we're gonna do straight into 20, just kettlebell swings. Just make sure you're hinging at the hips, and we're just gonna go to eye level today on the kettlebell swings. Last thing we got, we're just gonna go 15 each leg on a single leg calf raise. So just in the rack, you can just grab, as you get tired, you can use the rack a little bit to make sure you're getting full range of motion. We're gonna try to go heel to the ground and then all the way up on our toe, full range of motion on these, so 15 each leg. So after that, we'll rest for, since those aren't very hard on our heart rate, it's gonna be easy to hop back into it. So we'll go 30 to 60 seconds rest. We're just gonna roll through that 3 times. All right, guys, that wraps up for today. The last thing we're gonna do is just 10 minutes of sled pushes. We're gonna push down with the strap. So we'll push down, the strap's gonna be hanging, and then we're just gonna do a back pedal back, all right? 10 minutes of that, just to get a little bit of conditioning at the end. So hope you guys enjoy this program. It is pretty fun. And again, today's workout is just a pull day, like I said, but next week's gonna be completely different. So that's kind of the other fun part about this program, is that since the people that I assume are gonna do this program are gonna be people like me that are older, don't really care about getting a lot stronger, but maybe just maintaining strength, we're gonna do a huge variety of movements, right? So since now lifting kind of is our sport, it's just kind of more fun to come in and mix it up every day, all right? So if you guys are interested in this program, we're gonna put a link where you can submit your email and we'll give you guys notice when we actually release the program. So it should be sometime next month. So it's February now. So it's gonna be released sometime in March, all right? So thanks for tuning in. Leave me a comment on the next thing you guys want me to go over, and thank you.